keep this higher range vision, and many of you out there would probably agree that conventional modern day medicine is actually failing us right now. So what I believe and what we've heard from the guides is that a lot of us have come in to struggle with complex health issues because of the timeline shift that's happening. And it is complex because we are all unique beings. So we get diagnosed with something, and there can be no one diagnosis that is the same as anyone else. And that's a hard thing to hear when you're struggling with a physical disease. But this is really all about our power and our sovereignty, because believing that there is a savior outside of us in every situation has kind of been our demise. And that's what we're moving away from. And so for me, one of the hardest shifts to make in my personal reality was taking back my power when it comes to my health, even when I'm struggling and failing at it. Because I know there's no one really out there who knows my body or what I'm going through or what I know and what I've researched and what I've come to learn in the last, I don't know, 8, 9 years of going through these various changes. And so we can obviously see there's a new alternative health system that's, kind of bubbling up here to the surface. And that is like bringing in a higher dimensional experience in that container, right? So it's not necessarily about picking the thing that works, but also bringing things into the human experience and strengthening them on the planet so that they become more the standard, right, of what we would expect for future generations. And I think that a lot of people out there are trying those things, and it can be frustrating because they're not quite there yet. And the guys have said it's because the belief in them isn't as strong as what it needs to be. So it's really this interesting kind of tightrope that I believe we're walking in physical bodies right now, where the systems that we're used to relying on when it comes to physical health, they no longer match our vibration or our consciousness. So we've become these new humans, and the body is catching up to that. But there really isn't any good vehicle or bridge to help us from a medical standpoint. And that's where I think empowering yourself as much as possible, whether it's through knowledge and research or bringing some of the more advanced technologies and things into your life and into your home, which, I'm sure we'll share a little bit about later, that is creating the new earth. And so that is where I look back on my life and say, wow, I mean, it took me a really long time, but I'm pretty set up in my own home and have a routine now for health that feels pretty empowering, where I'm not relying on the old system at all, truly, to move myself in the right direction. I'm the one who's navigating the path. And it isn't always easy. Certainly, we lose faith at times, and things are going to ebb and flow, and our bodies are going to change. But that's for me I think the legacy that we're leaving behind is we're accumulating this kind of chasm, I guess, of knowledge and technologies and dietary recommendations and changes, which again could never be the same for anybody, but will inspire future generations to take control of their own bodies.